What's good, y'all? It's been a minute since I posted a video on this channel, but we're not going to dwell on that too long. We're going to get straight to business. Now, for the year 2023, I set some pretty ambitious lifting goals for myself, which I've had to tailor a bit, just due to like personal injury, fatigue, whatever, but they are still ambitious goals. Currently, I'm trying to deadlift 675 pounds by the end of the year, bench press 350 pounds by the end of the year, and then squat 500 pounds by the end of the year. Currently, I want to say my deadlift is at 625 pounds, my bench press is at 325 pounds, and my squat is at 465 pounds. So we're within 25 to 50 pounds of where we want to be by the end of the year. However, we only have 2 months left. We're about to enter into November, and you got 2 months to try to add 25, 50 pounds to your lift. Still kind of ambitious, but I'm feeling pretty confident that we can get it done. My program is made, and today we're going to try to dabble into slightly heavy territory and start to feel out where I am and how we can progress for the end of the year. Today's going to be SBD day. Squat, because I have been nursing a knee injury, I'm not going to be going too heavy today. Just going to try to feel it out and then try to see how we can carry that into the end of the year. Bench press, we're going to try to push it a bit. And then deadlift, we're just going to see where we're at by the end of the day. But I'm feeling good. Let's get to the gym. Alright guys, so basically I'm at the end of my warm-up now. Did some mobility stuff on the floor. Kind of just feeling out how my hips are feeling. They feel a little tight today, but SBD day, starting with squat, starting with just a bar. Probably not going to try to go for a max today, but I'm going to see how heavy I can get for a single. I'm expecting somewhere around like maybe 405 for today. I also haven't been consistently squatting. Been trying to recover from a knee injury, so this is going to be like my first real squat heavy session in probably like 6 weeks. I don't really have a set number of reps that I like to do for my warm-up. Sometimes I do more reps, sometimes it's less. It's really just warming up the movement, making sure everything feels right and kind of gliding in the squat. My knee's feeling all right today. It's feeling a little stiff, but usually it's like that in the beginning. As I do more sets, kind of go a little bit heavier, it usually goes away. So it's feeling all right right now though. Alright, time to get serious, time for the belt to get thrown on. I didn't even start using a belt in the gym until maybe like 3, maybe 4 months ago. For no particular reason other than the fact that I just didn't feel like it was necessary at the time. Do I still feel like it's necessary now? Not really. I could still live without it and not be scared for my life. However, it does kind of feel like a little safety net, you know, helps you kind of focus more on the bracing. And I do realize that I feel a bit more confident going for slightly heavier lifts when I do have the belt on. Could just be a placebo, but my recovery and stuff has been fine while using the belt, so it's like, fuck it, why not use it? But yeah, every rep from now on, pretty much gonna be singles. Working up to what my top single for the day is. It could be this weight. Gotta see how it moves, gotta see how it feels, so let's get into it. Whew. Yeah, we gonna go up. That felt cool. So, oh, that felt all right. A lot heavier than I remember it feeling. I probably haven't squatted 405. When was the last time I squatted? Maybe 2 months. And this is like my first actual squat day back, so me trying to get back into the fours this quick, it's kind of crazy, not advised. Especially with no safety bars, no spotter. You know, you gotta spice up life a little bit sometimes though. I don't know, I gotta look back at the video and see how 405 moved. I might go up to maybe 425, or I might just call it here. Because again, this is a pretty decent weight to get back into with my PR being, what, 465? So 405 for today might be cool, but I gotta see how it looks. So I decided to run back 405. Looking at the video, it looks I think what ended up happening was I attacked this weight a little bit timidly. I think I was still focused on like how my knee was feeling, how strong my legs were, if I'd be able to actually do the lift. I felt it during, but then looking back at the video, I definitely attacked it a little bit more timid than I would normally hit 405. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run this back. We're gonna attack it with full aggression, and then that's probably where I'll call it in terms of like how heavy I'll go for today. Leave it at 405. It's the first day back squatting, so we'll take it easy today. Whew. Yeah, that one felt a lot better. And it might have moved better, I'm not sure. But definitely felt better on that lift. I think that first rep, first attempt, I just had to do it just so that I could know I could do it for real. But we're good. My knee's still holding up. That's the most important thing. So now we're gonna take a little 5-minute intermission break, maybe 10 minutes, and then we'll get to bench press. To bench press. During our little intermission, I went and bought myself a C4. I'm not gonna drink it now because it's still a little early into the workout. That's more so for when we get into deadlifts. I'll probably drink it towards the end of whatever I'm gonna hit on here on bench, just so that with C4, I know for myself, there's a moment where like it takes a minute for it to build up, then I feel like a god for like 5 to 7 minutes. and then I crash immediately afterwards. So we're gonna try to time this right so that it starts to peak right when I'm getting into the heavier sets of the deadlift, and then we end on a good note. Feeling good. Feeling real good today. All right, y'all. Time to crack open the C4. Yeah, just for one. I wanted to wait to take this because I was like, I don't want to drink this while I was squatting. And then like, I fucking crash afterwards. So I was like, let me try it now when I'm like almost done with my bench. That way I'll have some energy carrying over to when I go and deadlift. The warm-ups on this was feeling pretty good though.
And you just doing the singles or working set?
I'll probably do like one down set, maybe two. Depends on how much I struggle with 315, honestly. Whew. All right. Definitely have to fight for it, but oh man. Okay, I'm probably gonna attempt this again later on this week because I think I can get that a little bit smoother. All right, y'all. We're gonna go for 315 again. First time I did it, it felt all right, but I think I can get it a little bit cleaner. If I don't get it this time, this won't even make the video, so we'll see. Yeah, definitely felt better. Yeah,
that one was way better.
I think it was my setup the first time. Cause like, it felt the same unracking it. Like in my hands, I was like, okay, this feels like a weight I can handle. But while I was pressing, I think I was a little off to the side on the bench, and my right lat wasn't like as engaged. So like even in the first video, as you see, I'm like coming down, and I'm coming back up like from the bottom. It like dips and then kind of catches up instead of kind of coming up uniformly. So. That made me feel good. I like that one. All right, y'all, we are on to the main event, being the deadlift. Probably the lift I consider my bread and butter, at least the one I'm the most confident with. As you guys will see as this video goes on, this gym has some whack-ass plates, so there's only but so heavy I can go here for today. Most likely we'll work up to a top single of about 515, but we'll see how much I can load on the bar today. I put on way more chalk than I initially intended to. But that just means this bar for sure ain't moving. Slipping out my hands. I think, I didn't do the math on this yet. I've literally just been trying to get as much weight on the bar. I want to say this is 445, I think. I don't know, I'll check it afterwards. But this will probably be the last warm up. I might be able to get like another 90 pounds on. So we might end around like 535, but we'll see. So this is the most weight I can fit on this bar. As you can see, there are like gaps in between the plates. It's fucking stupid, but I want to say this is 535. Again, I haven't necessarily done the math, but I think it's 535. The goal for today was to go for a heavy single, but since I can't do that, I'll try to go for a double here and then call it a day. Yeah. All right. All right. Not too bad. Calm double. And we will call it there today for the SBD day. Not too bad. Not mad at the lifts I got off today. Squat was fine. Bench was cool. This was all right. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I'm gonna go home, eat a bunch of fucking calories, and get prepared for tomorrow's lifts.